Hello. Howdy. Hi, everybody. Just hanging out. Sam Goodman here. Really fucking scary stories. Hanging out, playing with the spirit box. You know how we're going to kick these things off? Is there anyone here? Anyone that would like to say anything to me or our listeners out there? What was that? Yeah? Yeah. Ooh. So, there we go. Let me put the spirit box down. I'm sorry. I'm just a nerd. I can't help it. I like all this kind of like wonky, ghost adventure-y kind of stuff. And so there we go. We're just going to play with it. Did you hear anything? I got a couple little mumbles, but I've been playing with this thing for a while. As you know, we go to a lot of different haunted hotels in particular. I seek them out as much as my partner Jarrell does not like that. I purposefully seek out these hotels, and it's not really had anything fun happen yet. But welcome. Welcome to Really Fucking Scary Stories. Today, as you know by the title of this, we are doing our Christmas special, and I am super duper duper pumped for it. And today on the Christmas special, we're going to be diving into the Krampus. So the Krampus has become quite familiar here in the United States. Of all things, the Krampus, right? The Krampus. Over the past few Halloweens, I've noticed that there's been a bunch of like Krampus-based Halloween decorations in and around our neighborhood here, kind of just right outside of the sunny and the beautiful downtown Phoenix, Arizona. I've noticed that even around Christmas that there's been like a bunch of like Krampus-based Christmas decorations, which I find to be incredibly cool, right? And talk about two birds, one stone in it. Right, if I'm putting up Christmas-based Halloween decorations, I just leave them up for Christmas. And you probably have figured this out about me, but I'm much more of a Halloween person than a Christmas person. So if I could put up really gnarly Krampus decorations in like, I don't know, a couple months before Halloween. Yep, we're those people. A couple months before Halloween, and then just leave them up to January. That is like a lazy man's dream. Like I like that, and it's cool, and I'm digging the Krampus. So what the fuck, WTF is a Krampus? Let's start right here, or the Krampus. I don't think there are multiple Krampuses. I think there's just the Krampus, a Krampus, maybe, if you will. But a mangled, deranged face with bloodshot eyes tops a furry black body. Giant horns curl up from his head, displaying his half-goat, half-demon lineage. So this creature has become so popular in recent times that he has a comic book series. He's part of multiple. I'm sorry, Krampus. I'm assigning you a gender. I don't know. I'm assuming the Krampus here is a he. Maybe not. Maybe. Who knows? Let me know. Send me an email. rfsspod@gmail.com, and share with me your super spooky stories and stuff so we can share them here on the podcast as well. But the Krampus is in a bunch of movies and all kinds of stuff. There's like Krampus festivals and all kinds of things, including obviously overseas, but here stateside as well. So, you know, the Krampus is coming to get you, whether it's, here as it relates to the legend, or, invading your screen, or invading your feed on social media, or, as I mentioned at the beginning, invading your Halloween and Christmas decorations, which I'm cool with. I don't know about you. Again, I'm cool with it. But Krampus himself, so we're calling Krampus a he, and we're just going to rock it. Krampus himself historically comes around the night of December 5th, tagging along with his good old pal, St. Nicholas. He visits houses all night with his old saintly pal, and while St. Nick is, on hand to put candy in the shoes of good kids and, all those kind of things, we're kind of going back to more old school, true St. Nick here. Candy in good kids' clean boots, and birch twigs in the shoes, or the boots of the bad, or the dirty boots of those not so great kids. Krampus's specialty is punishing naughty children. So legend has it that throughout the Christmas season, misbehaved kids are beaten with birch branches, and that's kind of the light end of that spectrum. On the more extreme end of the scale, they can just disappear. So that's a thing. Krampus likes to get a little kidnapping. And he does that by stuffing them into his Krampus sack and hauling them off to his lair. And if he's in a good mood, you're going to get tortured. And if he's in a not so good mood, you're probably going to get eaten. And you can kind of see the balance that's going on here between the two legends, right? That kind of yin and yang, right? That you got Santa, which is the big jolly old fella, or Santa as we think about it. And again, as it relates to the legend, you're thinking more Saint Nicholas. But here's some, here's some candy for being a good kid. Not so good. Here's a birch stick. Krampus is kind of going, not so good. I'm going to devour you. I'm going to torture you in my lair. And then if you get away, at the very least, you're going to get beaten with birch sticks. So let's roll on back here a little bit. Again, I'm pulling from some notes here. And a lot of this information is new to me. So I'm going to react kind of right along with you as we go. But in fact, Krampus's roots have nothing to do with Christmas. Instead, they date back to pre-Germanic paganism in the region from which he comes. His name originates from the German Krampen, which means claw, and tradition has it he is the son of the Norse god of the underworld, Hel. So during the 12th century, the Catholic Church attempted to banish Krampus celebrations because of his resemblance to the devil. The church has a way of liking to do that, right? More eradication attempts followed in 1934 at the hands of Austria's Conservative Christian Social Party. But Krampus held out, right? None of these efforts really worked. I mean, Krampus is probably more popular nowadays than ever. And Krampus emerged as a much feared and also beloved holiday force. We do that as people, right? We like to kind of see, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but we like to see, it's in our nature, we like to see those folks that are naughty. Those naughty folks get punished, right? We like to see good people rewarded. Good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people, right? And with St. Nicholas, we see the good things happening to good people. And with Krampus, we see the bad things happening to bad people. Krampus has turned into like a big fun thing. As I said, there's all kinds of folks with decorations and costumes and festivals and all this kind of stuff that happens. So are you out there celebrating with Krampus? You sticking with kind of the traditional, and at least in the American sense of Christmas, big chubby Saint Nick in the Christmas tree squeezing down the old chimney there? Or are you kind of balancing out your holiday festivities with a little bit of gnarly Krampus with some horns and some claws and these big bloodshot eyes and mangled up faces? Are you dressing up? And so you shouldn't be dressing up and chasing children around the neighborhood. That might be bad, especially if it's not Halloween. You're probably going to go to jail pretty swiftly. But I'm kind of digging this idea of lazy man Halloween/Christmas decorations of Krampus up in August, September, and then leave him up till the end of the year and just use it for Halloween and Christmas. I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. I know personally, I think the Krampus thing is cool. I think it's neat seeing Krampus kind of invade us here stateside. Again, more popular than ever, and seeming to grow in popularity every single year. So that's the Krampus. I know that there's like a ton more. I'm trying to keep these things a little shorter, a little sweeter for you. I know that that's some of what you've been asking for. I know, look, I'm long-winded. I like to ramble. I like to chat with you. I'm sorry. It's just kind of who I am. But I'm trying to, we're trying to shorten these down for you at your request. If you like it, you love it, you hate it, let me know. Again, RFSS, really fucking scary stories. Yeah, rfsspod@gmail.com. Send me your really weird, creepy stories. Send me your feedback on the pod. Is there something that you want me to talk about that I have not talked about yet? Is there a case you want us to chat about? What I really dig is when you send me over your awesome true stories from you, right? That's my favorite. With paranormal, true crime, whatever. Just creepy, weird, macabre. I'm into it. I digs it. I likes it. I likes it a lot. That's all I've got. That's the Christmas special. Again, remember, season 4. I keep trying to call it season 3, but it is season 4, which is hard to believe. It drops. We're dropping it. We're dropping it on January 3rd with our first episode entitled Don't Inhale Their Soul, and 13 episodes. We're rolling a full 13 episodes and some postseason love. right now, if you're listening and you start to have questions, if you have questions now or you have questions later, send them to that email, rfsspod@gmail.com, so we can include them in our Q&A session at the end of the year, or a couple of our post-season episodes. That's all I've got. Sam Goodman, really fucking scary stories. Until January 3rd, I'm out of here. Have you had a really fucking scary experience? Have you seen a ghost? Have you been on a macabre adventure? Would you like to share it on air? Would you like for us to tell that story? Or you just have something horrid that you would like for us to talk about? Send us an email at rfsspod. That's rfsspod@gmail.com. Make sure that you subscribe. New episodes come out every single Friday. We look forward to continuing this creepy, crawly, morbid, macabre, and grotesque adventure with you, the listener. We love you, and we will see you soon. Thank you for joining us today on our trip into the dark. We hope that you join us again next week for all things horror, all things macabre, all things grotesque, here on Really Fucking Scary Stories.